Stephen. I'm from the Land and Water Resources.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Nice to meet you.
Here we are in front
Did you
of
go on and
the
get my booklet?
Hanover Theater in Worcester. And right in front, we're having a sustainable development program here.
I was.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, there you
Nice
go.
to meet you. Yeah, I thought you guys looked familiar.
Yeah. This is Leslie and Deb.
And Clare Donegan
Claire, this
of
is Patricia.
Smart Meters are asking a few questions to some of the attendees.
So we just
I'm Nora.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leslie. You guys are going to be skewed a little because we know you know.
We just have to get your names for this table station.
They are. You can all just sign the same one. Just write yellow shirt after yourself so we can correlate you with your with your name.
Come on, boys.
Oh, no pen.
You gonna do it too?
No, I'll walk.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's a radical concept. That's terrible.
Ah, there you go. Oh, good.
Are you guys in like environmental studies or something too?
I am not actually.
Are you Clark?
Yes.
No, I'm just,
Well, I was
I'm
inside
commending you. I'm
128
kidding.
my whole life.
I'm kidding. I'm commending you for that.
Should we let them answer it together or should we try to do it slowly?
Your face.
I'm not doing it. They can do it.
Oh, Hal shirtless. Yeah. That's my son behind you.
Is that one not working?
No, it works. You may email.
No, I don't need it. Only if you want. And let me just send this.
You can be together and just answer jointly if you want. How are you liking the class?
Oh, it's so much fun.
Because I it's going. We're coming to see you on Monday, Claire.
Yeah.
Is that the reading that you did last night?
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. I just have to make sure that the light isn't lighting the eyes.
So Patrick and Stephen, okay. So, are we ready? Yeah. So, do you think smart meter, we are outside the Hanover Theater at the Worcester Sustainability thing, and it's September 24th, right? And we are with Stephen and Patrick. So, Stephen and Patrick, do you think smart meters and their infrastructure, separated from smart grid, has benefits for consumers?
Separated from the smart grid?
Right, smart meters separated from the smart grid.
So you're saying smart meters that are not connected to you?
No, not connected, but smart meters maybe a little ambiguous. So the smart grid, I agree, has some benefits. I'm wondering if you think the smart meters have benefits for consumers.
Well, we were talking about this in class. We had presentations and stuff. They definitely, I'm sure they can fit into a bigger scheme. Definitely the benefits that they bring could be beneficial, but as of now, I don't see that they can be implemented in a fashion that's...
How about you, Stephen? You have an opinion?
Well, I think that certain sustainability initiatives that support sort of freedom from the grid can be certainly beneficial to consumers because they're not tying people into the overall grid, which is subject to failures and that sort of thing. So that's one thing.
Okay, do you think smart meters and the infrastructure have any drawbacks? Can we let Stephen go first?
Well, I think certainly, as with anything, it certainly has drawbacks, but I think in this case, smart meters can really do a lot to benefit the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have drawbacks. They could be energy efficient, but at the same time, because,
That's right.
So there's the energy part. There's also the health part. There's radio frequency waves going around all over the place. Some people are more subject to them than others. Your neighborhood has a huge tower that's being proposed, so you guys might be more affected than other people. So it might be more beneficial in one place than it might be in another place.
What does this? Can we have Stephen go first again?
Sure.
What does the word sustainability mean to you?
To me, the word sustainability means essentially being able to carry on for future years the idea that all people in this country can have access to, clean water, good, wholesome food, and in addition to energy that is readily available, like no power outages nationwide, that sort of thing, and just all in all, just keeping the general infrastructure of the nation moving into the future.
The word sustainability means to me, it means that the practices that we're doing currently can still be used in the future. So let's say fossil fuels using oil, that's not sustainable because it's a finite resource. So you can only use it for a certain amount of time, and then 100, 200, whatever years from now, you won't be able to use that. So you have to find more sustainable resources so you can keep using them.
Okay. If the Worcester pilot program were to be implemented by the 4 non-municipal, so NSTAR, National Grid, so if the 4 non-municipal Massachusetts electric utilities were to implement the pilot program as it is in Worcester throughout the state, any idea what that cost, the price tag would be?
Well, we were going over that in class.
Well, if you know the answer, let Stephen answer.
I'm not sure, but I assume that the giving over control of something from a municipality into a private firm could mean some maybe higher costs.
Any idea? Ballpark number? Looking for a number.
I don't know the answer.
Want me to tell you the number?
Sure.
$7.5 billion.
That's a lot of money.
$7.5 billion.
That's just here.
That's if we implement the Worcester pilot program as it is being deployed here throughout the state of Massachusetts, just the four electric companies. That's not the town municipalities. That's just the 4. $7.5 billion. Attorney General Coakley put a price tag on each meter. If you took the cost of the pilot and divided it by the number of meters, any idea what the cost per meter is?
$12,000?
Actually, the NSTAR pilot program is $12,000 a meter. The Worcester pilot is only $3,000 per meter. Only $3,000. But okay. So you got answered. Oh, I gave that one away. As of today, how well informed do you think the Worcester pilot participants is? Do you think they're aware that smart meters are installed and what the parameters and the timeline of the pilot are?
Well, I know based on my personal experience, having lived in Worcester for about a month now, I'd say that I'm very poorly informed. I honestly, I've heard of the pilot program and the smart meters in media from outside of Worcester, but as of hearing things about it, as for hearing things in the Worcester media, I have not heard anything about it.
I think as word gets out, it will be, people will be more compelled to form against or for the issue. I think that the people that it's affecting, most people know, but at the same time, other people don't.
Would it surprise you to know that we surveyed a Worcester neighborhood, and in that Worcester neighborhood, 87% of the households with a smart meter did not know that they had one, and of all the households that we confirmed had a smart meter, we asked them, "Do you know you're in a pilot program?" 0 knew that they were in a pilot program. 0. So the last question, this might be not from Worcester, but do you happen to know if National Grid is planning to erect any private microwave towers?
Yes.
100, 200, 300 feet from your house for this private program?
Our house in Worcester?
Right. Are there any 100-foot towers going up 70 feet from your house for this program? No?
I've not heard anything about that going
you're
up
lucky.
near our residence hall.
All right.
I know it's
But I understand those.
I actually don't live in Worcester, but I have
Okay.
complete solidarity with the Tory Fort, and I love them.
I understand that they can emit harmful microwaves.
There you go. You two are sports. I'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Beautiful. Are we going to be late?
And how do we get information about your fine group?
Halt, MA, smartmeters.org.
Excellent.
Come once, come often.
Thank you.